Hi, I'm Charlotte. Charlotte So Natural in Newton, Kansas, and welcome to my studio again, my working studio. This is not a TV studio, this is a working sewing room. And I am here for Wisdom Wednesday. I started this project just not too long ago. I think maybe it was 2 weeks ago on Wednesday. I told you I was going to do it. And this is a pattern that came from Hoffman, California Fabrics, where we get a lot of our batiks. And this features their solid look batik. They're not batik, they're hand-dyed solids. So these are all hand-dyed solids that have a variance in texture and color, and they're really rich, and I just love it. So anyway, I started this and I started reading the pattern, and the first thing the pattern writer wanted me to do was cut all these individual diamonds. Well, that is not my style. So I knew that there was a method that you can strip piece these strip sets before you cut them at an angle. And I had not done that for a while, so I Googled Jelly Roll Lone Star. And about 3 different videos came up from 3 different makers, and they were all really excellent. So I recommend, if you're interested in this again and you missed my first video, it's posted on YouTube, but that's what you might want to Google to see the method, because it's very easy. So I got my Lone Star finished, and it's nice and flat. And then I started working on the background fabrics. Now the pattern writer suggests that you cut this square and then cut it in half. So you would have a seam down the middle here so that you could sew this straight like so and not have any Y seams. Same thing here. You would cut this larger triangle into 2 smaller triangles so that you could seam this before you seamed that. Well, trust me, after you have sewn this, you are not a newbie sewer anymore. You are an accomplished sewer, and you can handle a Y seam. So that's what I did. I cut an entire triangle, an entire square, and I sewed to the point here, and I sewed to the point here, and I have a flat surface. We have filmed a whole nother video on this, so if you're interested in it, go to our channel, So Natural, on YouTube, Charlotte So Natural, and you will see the video that I made while we were putting these together. So that is not hard to do. Then did the checkerboard border. Before I trimmed this to size, I finished the border so that I knew exactly what size this was. This is a lot of patchwork. There are a lot of seams. A 1/4 inch seam is very important for math, but in reality, if it didn't come out exactly right and you had already trimmed this, that would be really sad. You would have to go back and adjust all these. So work the other way, piece your border first, see what that measures, and then trim the center star to match that, because you have cut these oversized. I also adapted the corners. The pattern has a slightly different pattern, and I wanted it a little less busy. I also decided that the applique in these corners and in these north, south, east, west triangles didn't really suit my decor. And I was looking for some other patterns, but I finally decided, you know, I think the quilting will fill that in. And then when I was at retreat working on this, I was sitting next to Cher, and her husband does custom quilting. So I said, hey, let's have Hugh custom quilt this. So he's going to fill this area with something up to him. And you might have a quilter. You might want to do machine quilting on your own. That will be a great place for you to showcase your quilting. So I just wanted to share this with you. I started with a suggestion from a pattern, but I had a whole arsenal in my mind of different techniques, just like you do if you're watching YouTube or you're reading tutorials, and maybe you have thought of doing that but never done it. This is a good project to deviate from, to use some of those tools that you've picked up in the past. So I just want to share Wisdom Wednesday. Keep learning, keep listening, and keep an open mind. Thanks.